MP said he woke up today ready to slay some dragons.
Good evening and welcome. Glad to have you along for this Tuesday edition of the NBA on 2K Sports. With two Hall of Famers, Doris Burke and Grant Hill, I'm Brian Anderson. Allie LaForce, our reporter. And a quick look here at some of the numbers for Patrick Mills.
The way he shot the ball in these last 5 games has been tremendous. His field goal percentage has been on the rise, and he's showing zero indications that he's going to slow down anytime soon.
Here are the starters for Utah. Collins and Kessler there in the middle. George and Sexton in the backcourt. And it's Clarkson in at the 3 spot. And for the Warriors, Wiggins and Green hold down the forward spots. MP is out there with Stephen Curry. And it's Looney in at the 5 spot. Well, Grant, we're near the middle point of the year now. At what point do coaches start looking at limiting the minutes of their stars?
You know, each game is really the determining factor for how that plays out. So, when possible, you keep your stars in there for close games and get them some rest when the outcome isn't in question.
Now here's Clarkson for 3. George. Looney grabs a miss. Pass to Green. That's in. Coming off an assist from Young.
Well, Draymond Green can dole out as much punishment as he receives, and right there goes into the teeth of the defense.
His playmaking is something to watch. Threading that pass right in there.
Young, the pass to Curry. From 8 feet, and he hits the jump shot.
How good are the handles of Stephen Curry? Well, they open the doors early so people can get a look at it. Woo-hoo, that's nice.
Now here's Sexton, a guy this team turns to often, averaging almost 24 a game. Jacks up a 3, and the rebound goes to the Warriors. Coming into this, having notched to win against the Lakers in their last game.
Yeah, they really worked hard to find shots in that one. Some good play calls and energy on the offensive end.
Well, give credit to a couple of their guys for their complete locked-in nature. They were just focused, and they made everything they looked at.
Here's Sexton. The Warriors getting their last shot to go. Looney grabs a miss.
Just one made field goal in 5 tries. Not a good start.
Young from long range buries it from 3.
Talk about hitting the ground running. 4 for 5 to start.
A little over a minute and a half into this first quarter. Collins outside. Outside Sexton. Pass to Collins. On the wing, Clarkson. And another miss by Utah.
That's a shot he'd like back. He's usually going to make those.
And when you talk about guards who can really attack in the lane, Jordan Clarkson is on that list, Doris.
BA, there are just certain guys who are comfortable operating in tight windows. Clarkson's mindset is score. He's got a great sense for where and when to pull up into his shot. He can burn you from 3. Little bit streaky, but boy, he can really get on a hot streak. Boy, with his shot not falling right now, it might be time to look in a different direction. See if you can get your teammates started.
Oh, a high flyer. Collins playing above the rim and then coming down with force.
Young with a screen on George. The 3 from Curry. 2 shots, 2 makes. Off to a good start.
Don't want to let him get into a rhythm from out there.
On the wing, Sexton. The 3 is up. The Rebound by Wiggins. The Warriors lead by 6. Outside Young. Green, a screen for 3. And the Warriors with another 3.
Man, they're having a hard time defending the triple. That's 3 in a row.
Here's Clarkson. Good work there as it goes.
Well, Jordan Clarkson, a nice, efficient look there. Boy, that'll help your percentages.
Green, the pass to Curry. Fires from deep. And there's Young. That's good. On the assist by Curry. MP's got 9 points.
A dozen consecutive points off of threes. This defense looks rattled.
George scanning the floor. Shoots over Curry. Collins passes to George. Collins with it. George outside. 6 on the shot clock. Second chance shot. Drives to the hoop. And he gets that one.
And just muscling it in. George, very aggressive.
The Warriors lead by 8. MP outside. And the Warriors with another 3.
Wow, 5 consecutive threes. This defense looking very frustrated right now.
Now Sexton. He had 22 in the win against Milwaukee. And Young pulls it down. The Warriors have gone a fantastic 8 of 11 so far. From downtown. And it's Young again missing. Jazz trail by 11. Shot and game clock separated by 5. And it's Clarkson missing. Clarkson's gone 1 for 4 from the field. Pass to MP. This one for 3. Good. 5 for 9 shooting so far.
And their offense looking like a well-oiled machine.
Clarkson outside for 3. Sexton. He can't get it to go. And an overpowering first quarter effort. Already a double-digit advantage. The Warriors on top, leading by 14. And back to the start of the second quarter in just a moment. And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. And a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from for the Warriors.
Well, we're in the era of the three-point basket. So if you want to win games in this league, you have to connect from deep, and they have been thus far.
Yeah, and what an excellent display of passing in the early stages of this game. A good deal of their points coming directly off quality passes.
So the Jazz 5 right now. They've got Sviatoslav Mikhailuk, Drew Eubanks out there with John Collins. Then there's Patrick Mills, and it's Sensabaugh in at the small forward position. A moment to hear from Allie LaForce.
Well, MP in the last matchup against the Lakers was a man on a mission. He added 61 points, and as always, a lot of those points came in bunches of 3. His numbers from that game jump off the stat sheet. He was just superb. Guys, let's see if he can do it again.
Good stuff, Allie. Tremendous effort from him in that last game, Grant.
Yeah, B.A., I think he pushed them to the win through sheer force of will.
Let's give credit to his teammates for continuing to find this guy. They knew he had the hot hand, and they were willing to ride it all night long.
Wow! Always fun to see point guards who can elevate above the rim like that.
Oh, a strong mindset and even stronger finish.
Boy, it's incredible how much explosive scoring ability can come from the lead guard position. That is a big-time play.
Knocks down the long J.
They didn't do themselves any favors with their shooting in the first quarter, but they're starting to pick it up now.
Outside Pajemski, back to MP. And it goes. That makes him 9 for 13 now.
Well, they're calling his number time and time again, and he is delivering.
Jazz trail by 17. Here's Mills, and there's the drive. Warriors with the rebound.
They conceded the points to him, and he couldn't take advantage. That miss might stick with him.
Count it. MP's got 27.
Boy, you can't allow MP to get into the lane. Even when you body up to him, he's still able to score it.
Pass to Collins. Here's Sensabaugh. And he got the whistle on the way up, so he'll be headed to the line for a pair. That one on Hield.
Man, the defender really went after him.
Grant, there's a huge difference between talent on paper versus winning.
You're right, B.A., and it comes down to coaching, chemistry, and sacrifice. But I think the biggest thing is effort. All things being equal, the team that plays the hardest is going to win.
So hits one and misses one at the line. Doris, I'm going to give you three names here. John Stockton, Karl Malone, Pete Maravich. Which one is the greatest player to ever wear a Jazz uniform?
I'm not going greatest player, B.A. I'm going greatest tandem in the history of the Utah Jazz. John Stockton and Karl Malone in pick-and-roll play were poetry in motion.
Anderson's checked in for Hield. Williams is checked in for Utah. For three, Sexton. Counted from distance. Sexton's got 7.
This is a shot Colin Sexton has worked so hard to improve on. Can he be consistent from three-point range?
Sexton against MP. Anderson with a screen on Sexton. Young. Soft touch off the glass. He has 29 now.
They have no answer defensively inside.
And so it's Sexton who brings up the ball for the Jazz. Trailing by 17. Minnesota will be traveling to face him after this game, and that'll launch a 4-game homestand for them. Pass to Mills. Three-pointer. And the rebound goes to the Warriors.
And they're +5 on the boards after that rebound.
From deep, MP. Pure from three-point range. MP's got 32 points.
Yeah, this defense looks absolutely helpless trying to stop MP right now. He's having his way out there.
And the Jazz call time here. And some changes here for the Warriors. Looney's checked in for Jackson Davis. As we conclude the first half, a fairly one-sided game. Warriors ahead, up by 16. And join us right back here after the break for the start of the second half.
Please direct your attention to center court and get ready for the fan half-court shot. Drum line. They're measuring up the shot.
Well, I hope we get to see all of these guys expand the field if you have to.
Yeah, just get a center or a power forward in there. The game has evolved. Us big guys need representation.
And switching gears now to that first half. Big hill to climb for the Utah Jazz.
They know they don't have to keep shooting threes, right? When you're this.
And that is going to do it for us. Let's get back to some second half action with Brian Anderson and company.
And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. Hey, you look at MP in this game, he's been everywhere.
Well, if he's hit threes like he did in the first half, he's going to have a monster night.
What I love is they've continued to feed this guy, ride the hot hand until the defense does something about it.
Wiggins and Green hold down the forward spots. Stephen Curry is out there with MP, and it's Looney in at the center, locking down the middle. And that's the group for Steve Kerr as we begin the second half. The Warriors lead by 19. Outside Young. Over Sexton. Young finds Looney. And here's MP. From the arc. Another three for Golden State.
This defense just can't stay connected to shooters.
Utah shooting about 41% outside Sexton. It's good. Set up beautifully by George. George has got his third assist of the night. You know, from day one in the NBA, Keontae George had the ability to create his own shot like few others, Doris.
There are certain guys that are electric with their athleticism and the live body they bring to the game. Keontae George knows how to score, and as he develops as a playmaker, look out.
MP, one shot.
Free throw good, MP.
You know, so far, I'm pretty impressed with MP's attitude. He doesn't seem like a young hothead. He knows he's got a lot of work to do on his game.
The three from Sexton. The rebound by Wiggins. Wiggins has got 4 rebounds in the game. MP, the pass to Looney. Basket's good. Looney's gotten his first points in this one.
I just love the ball movement.
The Jazz have gone just 1 of 3 in the second half. And keeping us updated from the sideline, Allie LaForce.
The NBA wants to ensure that every team has a shot. Commissioner Adam Silver said, "We want parity of opportunity. People aren't interested in seeing teams buy championships, and we've made progress. In the long term, we're better off with more competitive fairness among all of the teams."
That's true. It keeps everything interesting. Thanks, Allie.
And that's their first miss after hitting 4 in a row to start the half.
They get it again. And Collins with the slam.
John Collins has tremendous vertical showing off right there.
Pass to Young. For 3. Good. Another from 3. Buries his 10th triple of the game.
Unbelievable, B.A. Unbelievable.
Collins with a screen on Curry. To the middle. Outside for Sexton. Now Clarkson. The 3 is up. Rebounded by Green.
I'll tell you, it feels all night like this guy's been forcing shots, rushing shots. He's really struggling on the offensive end.
Here's Young. The kick out to Wiggins. Lets it go from deep. Utah grabs the miss. Sexton looking around. Pass to Clarkson from behind the arc. Unable to get that one. Here's Golden State. They're on a 14-4 run. And here's MP from outside. Gets the 3 to fall. Young's got 44.
You can see MP just looking to continue to refine that three-point shooting.
Snatched up. Clarkson, the layup off target.
Well, this guy cannot get started, and the offense overall has been a struggle because of it.
Back to Young. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Curry. MP's got 46.
Well, you love that they've been able to rely on him time and time again. You love the effort here late.
Back to George. Clarkson outside. Clarkson missing again.
He hasn't been able to find his touch this quarter.
Well, not at the offensive end, certainly. He cannot buy a bucket right now.
Utah has got nothing to fall here in the third. 0 for 4 to the paint. The rebound by MP.
Boy, what a nightmare quarter for this guy. He's playing right into the hands of the defense at this point.
Outside Curry. There's Young with the 3, and again for 3. Man, he's really launching them from outside the arc.
Man, so locked in, feeling confident in his three-point shot tonight.
George passes to Clarkson. Tries to break his ice. Uses the glass to drop it in. Clarkson's gotten his second bucket of the game.
Well, Jordan Clarkson specializes at capitalizing on what the defense gives him. Nicely done in the mid-range.
Green, the pass to Young. Takes the 3. Down low. And it's good! He hits another one!
On any given night, he's capable of putting up the kinds of numbers that most guys don't even think about.
He's officially moved into 4th place all alone on the list of most 50-point games in NBA history.
Well, next up is Kobe Bryant, and that's a legendary mark. And if there's one guy capable of reaching it, it's this guy right here.
Count it. MP's got 53 points.
Well, there's evidence all over the floor of how well Stephen Curry runs this team. He does a good job keeping them at their pace and making all the right decisions.
MP getting it done for Golden State. He added to his astounding total of three-pointers in this quarter. He may never have another night like this. We're coming right back. Don't go anywhere. With the fourth quarter upon us, the Warriors making a change here. Young's checked in.
You're going out there, no let up.
Third minute of action now gone here in the fourth. So the Jazz 5 right now. George and Sexton in the backcourt. Collins and Kessler there in the middle. And it's Clarkson in at the three. It's stolen by Clarkson. Here's Sexton. And the rebound goes to the Warriors. Anderson passes to Young. Back to Anderson. From outside the arc. Connects again from distance. Ooh, you can tell he's feeling it right now.
B.A., he's on fire.
Utah has gone 0 for 2 from outside here in the fourth quarter.
And you can see how scary this team can be when everything is clicking for them. Just a terrific performance for the Warriors.
They ran the fast break beautifully all night long. It was a huge part of their success.
It's so true. They clearly ran the floor well, constantly putting pressure on the defense. Just a tremendous effort.
And with another win in the bag, they've racked up 46 total on the year.
And they have to feel pretty good about themselves, taking the first 2 games of the season between these teams.
And one player just stole the show tonight, doing everything for his team. A monster night for MP.
Efficient productivity. You love what this guy has given to you on the offensive end.
Golden State has gone 3 of 6 from downtown so far in the fourth. 58 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Young, the pass to Anderson. Out of bounds. It'll be Utah's ball.
Utah basketball.
There's 53 seconds left in the fourth. Sexton passes to George. On target from range.
And there's a nice rhythm to his three-point shot. You know, George has a confident stroke.
Hield finds Young. Back to Hill. The three ball. And another one.
Oh, make that 61 points.
Everything is going his way right now. It's George on the wing. Guarded by Young. The 6-footer. No good off the glass. And the Warriors with possession. Outside, Anderson. Back to MP. Releases. And the Warriors tack on 2 more.
You got to give them respect. They're doing everything they can to close this out.
Well, just terrific teamwork. Each guy doing his part. You love what you're seeing from them tonight.
Now here's George. And so Golden State takes this one, and by a big margin. We saw 2 different teams tonight. One played with confidence, operating flawlessly. The other just looked lost.
And the energy in this building was awesome. The crowd was involved from the jump, and once they started to really pour it on, it was fun to see how it all came together.
And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Allie LaForce, Grant Hill, and Doris Burke, this is Brian Anderson. Thank you for watching tonight's game.